Alright, now we can do Gerald's next one. You cannot skip ahead, you have to complete the one before it to continue. Alright, let's see Gerald. A nice fellow, beloved leader, and all-around free spirit. Sees his followers as friends as opposed to his brother, who says he's a buzzkill. Let us see what is going on here. It has very long loading times. Alright, the greater good. My birthday is coming up and I want the town to be sprawling by then. Lots of crops, lots of happy people. I really want my brother to be jealous. Okay, our mission is to build 3 farms and have 20 tomatoes in stock in less than 45 days. And the optional population over 20 and at least 90% happiness. There was one, I don't think it was this one, there was another scenario where it required a percentage of happiness. I want to say it was at least 80%. And I was so mad because I was so close to finishing. I had all of the objectives complete. The main mission was nearly complete, but my happiness level was at 75%. They were slowly recovering from me telling them to eat less. I had to make them stop eating less, so that they would rather starve and be happy than eat less and everyone be fed. I didn't understand it, but it was at 75% when the main mission, I guess, ticked over, but somehow I got the objective. It gave me credit for the optional. Sorry for the rant. I'm trying to talk slowly and more soothingly, but I don't know how well it's going. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. And I didn't want to go ahead and start because we've got to do a lot of stuff before this starts going. This game is what Sim Town should have been. It's a pretty neat game. I've seen a bunch of little town building games. There was one on Steam that I was interested in, but it was more of an idle thing. It wasn't very interactive like this one is, but I love this game. Alright, so we've got to build farms. What does it take to build a farm? Oh, and we can make nice houses now. They're bigger and more stylish. They hold more people too. Even though it has a more smaller design. Alright, where is the farm? We need 6 planks, 3 logs. The fields don't cost anything. Okay. Now what do we have? All we have is the builders. Excuse me, I hope you didn't hear that. No, this is me talking. This is not Puma streaming. Sorry, I burped. Just in case you didn't hear it. Now you know what you should have heard. I burped. So all we have is nothing really, is houses. We have 8, what is that, 12 people? Okay, let's get a... Okay, first of all, that stockpile is not going to work. Let's get Now we need to clear out this bunch of trees close to the middle of the screen here. We'll have to build the lumberjack, what is it? The cabin instead of the base, just because it covers a wider range. First we need food. Let's see. There's a good spot for this. It's really not... Why are there so few mushrooms? What about over here? It always starts out where there's really not that many mushrooms, and they grow more and more after a period of time. Let's put it there, that's a good spot. Let's build a road. For a while I thought that the smaller brown square inside the building area, I thought that was supposed to be like where they can enter the building, but really it's just, that's where they put the supplies while they're building. I'm not a very smart person sometimes. So I would like sometimes build it to where that square was facing in a weird area, and I'm like, no, I didn't want it facing that way. And of course you can't change it once you've put it down. You can't even delete any of this stuff until it's actually built. But let's go ahead and put a stockpile over here as well. It's a small one. It looks like a small area, but when they actually build it, it's really big. And then I regret how big I put it. Like this one over here is just 2 squares. We made this one 6. Alright, get busy. But not too busy. We don't want children everywhere. Not yet. Although I think we do. Wasn't the population one of the things? Over 20, that'll be easy. There's also a decree to make people reproduce more quickly. But of course, we probably won't get to that tonight. I'm not sure how long this one will take us. Depends on how much I want to chit-chat. Yeah, let's get this built. Come on! They're taking ages. Let's see about the base. The cabin, I mean. Alright. This should be sufficient enough. Let's not get that one tree. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. But yeah, I really enjoy this game. I like the way it looks. Sounds are really nice. I like the music. There's a couple things I think should be fixed, but for the most part it's really enjoyable. Okay. Let's get a couple people in here. Don't want to get too many because then they'll pick everything too fast. Or maybe we do want that. I don't know. Hector, my man! His glasses. Where'd they get the resources to make him glasses? Well, I mean, I guess there's plenty of sand. What is he wearing? Is that his... Does he have blonde hair? But a red beard? But he's... It shows like a little bit of his hair is red under the blonde. Have I ever tried Kingdoms and Castles? I've never even heard of that, but I'll check it out. I always love recommendations. Let's see. I may have heard of it and just forgotten. That happens too. Let's see. Got people chopping wood. Is that his hair? Where is he? Is that him there? I think that is his hair. He has blonde hair but a red beard. Just never time to play through them, but you have time to watch me play through them. I'll check it out. It sounds cool. If it's like this, it sounds cool. And that was something I was kind of sad was missing from this game, was some kind of combat or, you know, threats. But it's still fun, but I'll check that one out too. Came to support the stream. Yay, thank you. I always appreciate it. Let's fast forward. I always forget to fast forward. Too chatty. Is that bread? Or I shouldn't pause it. I should just make it normal time, because then I have time to look at things without it being detrimental to what's going on. Let's see. Progress. It's coming good. Probably build our first farm over here. We're gonna have to build 3 of them, right? I always put 2 over here. There's just not enough room. We need more foraging on this side anyway. In fact, let's see. Let's go and build another forager's hut here. Should be good. Actually, we'll do it this way for now, but we may have to reroute it another way when we make the farm. We may have to reroute it depending on the space. We may have enough space. How are the gameplay videos for the surgeon coming along? Are you serious about the surgeon, or do you mean the My Hero doctor? Because I don't know if I told you, but the surgeon is actually a childhood nightmare of mine. I cannot play that game, and I never will, ever again. I had a friend of mine attempt it on his channel, and I tried to watch it. I think I did manage to watch the whole thing, but it's just so hard for me. Shot's really good at making me remember repressed memories. Oh, let's fast forward. Oops, no, keep fast forwarding. We probably have the space now to start building. We'll have to do it soon because we will run out of food really quickly. Oh man, we all need to build a new house. As soon as a baby's born, somebody's gonna be homeless. Alright, let's build houses. We don't have a mill yet. Let's try and build a mill then. Whoops. No. Alright, where's all the wood going? Oh, it's over here. Now, the rotation of houses and closed buildings doesn't matter. But for buildings like this, if I were to build it like, I don't know, maybe like that, they would have to go around that fence to get to the wood blocks, and it would just waste time. I will go and make some little houses, but we need the bigger houses soon. Something sounds like zombies. Nothing as haunting as my memories from Discovery. I wouldn't even say that was haunting, just my brothers are very mean to me. Are they actually laying down in their houses? I can see their heads poking out through the sides. Why did it stop? Okay, let's move Hector, I guess. He should already be over there. Yes. I think next week I'm gonna actually start playing the scary game. Maybe not next week. Maybe about, well, yeah, sometime next week. Just not the beginning. Yeah, I'll start playing something spooky. I played the first one on my old channel, but I never played the second one. There was a sequel. And I had it for forever. Just never... never got around to playing it. And now is the perfect time. Alright, we've got enough houses to house the people for the objective, bonus objective. Alright, they've still got a couple more trees. I mostly want to get rid of those 2 trees that they're working on now. Hello, Stoned Gamers Deuce. How are you doing? Alright, we've got plenty of food. I hope. I sometimes make the mistake of thinking, oh, I have a farm, I don't need to forage anymore, but then they end up running out of food. And then I'm like, darn, I should have kept foraging. I shouldn't have cut down all the trees. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. I'm trying my hand at a little bit more ASMR approach. This may only happen once. I don't have any special microphones for ASMR. I wish I did, but I don't. What is the purpose of this game? Well, We are, I guess, colonial kind of people. They're colonizing, that's for sure. And some of them have special objectives. This one is, it's his birthday. He wants, for his birthday, he wants people to reproduce until there are 20 of them. I don't think it matters if they are children or adults, just as long as there are 20 people. And we have to do it within... Oh, and we had to build 3 farms and have a stock of tomatoes for his birthday. I don't know why. I guess he really loves tomatoes. And we have 45 days to do this. But that's just this scenario. There are 6 scenarios and they're really fun. Oh, and the happiness has to be above 90%, which it's 98. I hardly ever have a problem with the happiness. It was just that one scenario where I mentioned it had to be 80% and they were 75, but I still got the credit for it. It was so crazy. For his birthday, he wants people to have babies, enough for the population to be above 20, or at least 20. I don't know if this game can handle having more than a certain amount of people, but the very last scenario, the bonus is to have more than 70 people. I got to about 40 people, and then the game just got so hard to play. It would drain my battery. Whenever I would delete a building, it wouldn't highlight it in red, and I kept thinking it wasn't doing it, but they did delete it. We cannot make them swim. They actually will not get in the water at all. Even if it looks like they can wade in the water, they will not do it. They will find a way around, which you'll see in another scenario when we get there. Probably not today. It reminds me of SimTown. This shot just mentioned SimTown. I've never played that one. Alright, we can get rid of this now. Charles! Everyone can tell you dye your hair. Where did he go? Oh, did he go here? No? Oh, he probably went here. Yeah, there he is. Wait, why did I put it? Oh no! All that wood I was expecting to be over there is not there now because they used it to build the houses. Now all the wood is over here. Oh my gosh. Well, let's destroy it. It doesn't make sense to have it over here now. Oh. Alright. I should have been paying attention. Okay. Let's waste another 9 logs. Place it here. And let's go ahead. I'll wait for them to stock those logs and then we'll delete the logger's hut thing. Sawmill was destroyed. No. I'm so dumb sometimes. That's probably all the wood that they've even got stored there. Kid grew into an adult. Okay, they've removed this, so let's remove that. Also, you cannot destroy buildings and roads at in the same instance. We have to choose it again. Is that... What is that? Is that bread? Whatever that is on the thing there. No, I don't want to destroy the grass. They don't destroy the grass. Let's go ahead and destroy this for now. And we cannot destroy the stockpile. I think I mentioned that before. Add here. Let's see. We may have to start chopping. Here. Which is going to get rid of a lot of foraging, but we'll have this. Once you get a farm up, you still need foraging, but you don't need a huge area like here. And we're going to be building a farm as soon as possible. Alright, sawmill is back in business. Oh, somebody's actually working there already. I am not ready for you to start destroying my logs. No, do not destroy the building. Okay, you know, I probably should have moved it there. Oh well. It's fine where it is. I can still build. I need to stop talking while it's in fast forward. Okay, stop doing this. Is the wood mill built yet? No. Oh man. Because she took that one log, there's like not enough logs for the thing now. Oh no. We'll have to use... This is just a disaster. We'll have to do this first. These games are fun! Alright, let's go ahead and get a farm. Did it say I need planks for a farm? Yes. We'll go ahead and place it. Now you can see where you can place the fields, but you have to place the fields yourself. It does not automatically put those fields down. Okay, we're gonna build up this stockpile over here. See, Simtown was so disappointing to me. It was for kids, yes, and I played it in school, but having already mastered SimCity and SimAnt as a kid, it felt such a letdown. Aww. I love SimAnt. Wow. Hello. I don't know, the weird way it talked. Oh no. And we had to put roads around this, otherwise they'll walk in the grass with their crops and take 3 days to deliver their whatever they're carrying. Let's just connect it to this just for fun. And connect it here too. I wish you could kind of see what you were doing. Because now it just looks like the farm is enormous. But really there's roads and stuff there too, but you can't really tell. You know what I loved? I liked Sim Tower. I've noticed that there's been a lot of new games that are very similar to it. I need to try them out. That was always one of my favorites. Is there anyone over here? Okay, we got Hector. Okay, let's prioritize this, not the leader. We need to prioritize the lumberjack space. We really need that wood. They're over here goofing off, making the farm. There you go. Let's destroy the founder's house. Oh, Charles went to the builder's house. Builder's house. Another kid grew up. Alright, as soon as this thing gets built, we're getting rid of the base and going into the cabin. Or vice versa, whatever it's called. His house is so big, I keep clicking on it. Okay, now that the houses are built, we can have one person working at the sawmill to control how much they actually do. They do maybe one plank a day with just one person there. One or two. It's like 1.2 or 1.5 planks a day. Okay. We'll probably have to destroy this foraging hut because it's foraging the area we're deforesting. We'll probably move those people into the farm. I love how they're just like randomly deciding which roads to build. Alright, how many? We've got 45 days. This isn't really going very well. Actually no, I don't think it's that bad. Let's build. It's gonna take them forever to get all the resources out here, but let's start breaking this down for the next farm. I always accidentally make it too big. I have to control myself when I'm making the stockpiles. Oh crap, you know what? Crap! Well, I guess crap. You can't delete stockpiles, and I may have placed it where the farms might go. I don't know, maybe if I place the farm far enough towards the mountain, it'll be okay, and they can use that stockpile for the produce. We'll see. Um, hmm. I like how they're building the fields before actually making the farm. Usually they build the farm first and then the fields. It would make sense. Maybe that's why they're not doing. I make it too big. I always get in trouble when I make things too big. It's not a lie. No, they can access the farm just fine. There's never any obstacle issues. Like, even if you put... Like, I could place a foraging hut, like, way in the back here, and they'll still be able to get to it. You just can't build roads over there. And I think they have a chance of losing their way. They still haven't gotten rid of that lumber thing. Wow, they got rid of this quick. Let's pause. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and put these people there. I think it's kind of silly that the farmers do not till the land. It's the people at the builder's house. So it takes forever for them to till the land before they can get to other buildings. Something they need to bring back is disasters. Actually, one of the scenarios is that a disaster has happened and you have to help them recover from it, but you don't get to actually see the disaster happen. I don't get to see Bowser stomping his way across the screen, setting everything on fire. You know what? I'm gonna make a road like this. I may not need to, but I'm going to. So I'm gonna do this. There too. I hope you guys aren't triggered by dissymmetry. I don't know if that's a real word. But none of these towns are ever going to be symmetrical or pleasant to look at. Okay, he hasn't built this yet. It'll take them a while to get all the resources all the way over here. See, these people have kind of lost their way because there's no roads there, even though I put roads to be built. They just kind of like walk around. Come on, Charles. Get your booty in gear. But when it's nighttime, they're like, oh hey, I remember where my house is. Because suddenly they don't want to sleep in the grass. If you could save and load at any time, you would, in Minecraft, you would continuously blow up the Neonu monument. Why? That's mean. I'm joking. I'd probably do it too. I remember that made my game crash. Did it crash? It may have crashed, but it lagged so bad with the lava dripping down from it. Where are disposable people that can move? I think this guy. Okay, now we need to build a house over here so he doesn't take 5 years to come out here. Surprisingly enough, the people do not live on the farm. That does not count as a house. We have so much wood. Wow. Just build 2 of them. Maybe build like a, let's make a little base over here. Or should we forage? Nah, we'll just make a base. I may need to forage. I've had instances where cutting the trees down with mushrooms, they just disappear. The mushrooms do, but sometimes they stay behind, and you have to put a forager's tent to pick them before you can build there, because you cannot build on top of the mushrooms, and you cannot delete them. We need more babies. I can't make a decree to give them, to make them reproduce more. There's also a decree to make them stop reproducing, like rabbits. And there was this one scenario where I told them to stop having babies, but they suddenly just had bursts of children, even though I told them not to. I guess they're the kind of people that do what they want. That's my kind of place. I'd probably do that. You don't want me to have children? Fine, I'll have 10. My son heard me in the other room. I just heard him saying, "What?" Oh, there we go. Baby was born. These people's lifespans are like 20 days. Or like 40 days, they'll start dying of old age. And the children grow up within 5 or 6 days, I think. I'm sorry. Nope. I'm sorry, babe. You're choking. Oh. Let's build a stockpile here for this lumber thing, so they don't have to walk all the way over there. Let's see, who can we move over there? Destroy this and this. No, we can probably put another farm back there. Nobody ever brought those logs back. They're just sitting there. I guess we can take someone from here. Wait, where did they go? I always hate how they just go somewhere random, but I don't know where they went. I didn't notice what their name was. Okay, well. We took Charles. Charles, go back to bed. I don't mean you. That's my son's name. He's fine, I was just playing with him. He said that he was joking, and I said, "You're joking?" Alright, let's mess up. The torches, they kind of place randomly. Like, what happened here? Why are there two right next to each other? Even here? What warrants them to do that? There's only one right there. Babies! This is a baby was born and instantly you see toddlers running around. Another baby! Alright, let's slow things down a tad. Alright, let me start seeing how we're gonna fit this farm in here. Maybe we can go ahead and build it. No, we probably can't. Okay, it looks like it'll fit here. Oh wait, no it won't. Right here. And they can use that stockpile. I'll just have to delete that road and that lumber house that's right there once they're done. They can go ahead and build this if they want. Or if they don't want, I will force them to. Probably build one here. Yeah. But we're gonna wait until we reach our population requirement before we build a third one. Alright. I hope these tomatoes start growing soon because we're running out of mushrooms. Grace over here is, I think, enjoying them before just putting them in the stockpile. I don't think she's eating them. She's smoking them. See, these mushrooms have vanished with this tree. I don't know if it's because the later scenarios are supposed to be more difficult, that they leave the mushrooms behind, so you have to forage them. But I've encountered this. You know what, just in case, let's build another forager's hut for this. Should probably get their own stockpile so they're not having to run back so far. Let's see, how many planks do we have? Oh no! Followers hungry. You know what, let's prioritize this here. coming up soon. You know what they need to stock that too. You know, I think once these plants are planted, these people don't do anything. So I think once they have all of the crops planted and you're waiting for them to grow, I think you can reassign them until it's time to pick the crops. I'm not 100% sure, I haven't tried it. Maybe I should. Hector, where did you go, my man? Yes? Alright, there he is. Oops, this guy doesn't have anything to do anymore. What about this one? Another baby. Just a couple more, we will reach our population. Is there someone here? Yes. Oops. Is that another baby? Yay! 2 more, I think. Right? Yes. We're getting close to running out of days. We've just nearly done it though. See, we have 22 tomatoes in stock. All we need are the last farm placed. Technically we can do that and we're done. But we do not have the 20 people yet. I don't know what they're gonna do with all this wood. Would y'all stop? I wish I could tell them which trees to prioritize. I really want those 2 trees near the farm to go. But I cannot tell them which trees unless I make a base or something that is only those 2 trees. This game needs silent movie text. Making babies, nothing to see here. That would be neat. They're so bored at the builder's house that they've already destroyed that thing. Well, maybe I should build something. Alright, looks like they're doing something new. I really need to get rid of that hut before I can build the fields. Well, we can build some of the fields. We need to build the whole thing. that's what it is. Probably gonna need a bigger stockpile since they've nearly filled it with wood. Another baby. Here, let's do roads like this. How many tomatoes are there? 39. And I believe the people prioritize eating the easier to gather stuff first. They will eat the mushrooms first, and when the mushrooms run out, they will eat the tomatoes. When the tomatoes run out, they will eat the bread. And I believe bread is the highest tier food. Unfortunately, I don't think they're, like, the food isn't more fulfilling between any of the foods. So it's not like if they eat bread, then one piece of bread feeds a whole family. No. It's one piece of bread per person. Still. I think that's something that should be fixed. You know what? We don't need this. Stop doing this. Baby is born. Okay, that tree is gone. You guys can work on the farm. We will destroy this building. And we will destroy the road. Whoops, next to it. This is building. There we go. It's also good to build roads all the way around your farm like I did with this one, because once they pick their crop, for some reason they do not want to walk across the fields with it, so they will walk into the grass, the closest grass, and then to the stockpile. So, may as well put a road there so they get there faster. I have no idea what goes through their minds sometimes. Do we have the 20 now? We do. You know what? Let's just build a farm. And I think that will complete it for us. Let's prioritize the farm. Oh no, but now they don't. They're gonna have to get their wood all the way over here now because they've milled all of that wood. Alright, let's see. It says population over 20. Maybe I should wait until there's more than 20. Because I think it'll tell me if I've got that check mark. Oh crap. Oh well, if we don't get it, that's fine. Somebody have a baby, please. I could demolish one of the farms. I don't think I could get it demolished before they... Or you know what, I can pause it. Okay, don't finish it. There we go. What are you doing? I said pause, you dummy. Let's prioritize the stuff over here. I want to try and finish this before I stop streaming. When Rand Puma comes home is when I stop. But we're so close to finishing this. We just need one more baby. Come on, you guys, have a baby. I bet by the time another baby is born, everyone's nearly starving and it's gonna take me forever to get 20 tomatoes. Why are they storing tomatoes all the way over here? You guys are dumb. I bet before you even get a baby, someone's gonna die. Oh. Whoops, not a stockpile. I need to finish this tomato field. And we also need to make the roads around the farm. I thought I did that, but I guess I didn't. Alright, my little followers, reproduce, please. I'm watching your houses. Are you reproducing in there? Someone's slacking off? Oh my gosh, they're not having babies. They're super happy. There they go! There they go! Oh my god, they had a baby. Do we have the tomatoes? It still doesn't say I got the option. But that should be it. Oh, there's only 7 tomatoes. Oh well. Once they get the next harvest, there will be a lot. We'll just have that one farm with no fields. Alright, now we just have to wait for the tomatoes to ripen. Looks like there's already a bunch. Getting ready. You know what, let's get another person here. Someone's gonna die, I just know it. Tomatoes. First we wanted a baby, now we want tomatoes. Alright, there's already some getting ripe. I really hope it doesn't mean 20 adults. I don't think it does. There they go. Look at all these tomatoes. And then 3 people are gonna die. I think that black bar at the top shows how close we are to finishing. We did it! Success! Awesome! This will be the best birthday ever! I wonder what happened to my brother, though. If you remember, we were trying to make him jealous by having people reproduce until there were 20 of them. And having so much tomatoes. For some reason, tomatoes. And we got the extra one. What happened to his brother?